Hello world, this is Ina, and I'm here to teach you how to live your best life through entrepreneurship. Are you ready for this? Today we're going to bust a myth that is holding you back right now. That myth has to do with the F word, but it's not the F word you think. You've been telling yourself that you don't have the time to start a business. You don't have the money to start a business. The truth of the matter is fear is holding you back. Now, it may be true that in your particular situation, you are all tied up, there's no time for anything, and you know what? Keep your life. Keep it exactly the way it is. That's fine. That's cool. Leave things the way they are. It's okay. What? No. I'm not going to be the one to tell you that, okay? If you want somebody to tell you exactly what you want to hear, go watch the Enablers podcast. There's an idea. I could make a lot of money just telling people what they want to hear. That's not this type of show. I'm here to tell you things to get you off your butt and do something worthwhile with your life right now. If you really want to, you're going to take care of the time and money problems so that they stop being your excuses to not do something valuable with your life. All right? So let's talk about fear. For some people, it's fear of failure. What if I start and nothing comes out of it? It will have been a waste of time. That will take time away from my family. If it fails and I have nothing to show for it. I'll tell you what the big one was for me. It was fear of people knowing what I was doing. I almost wanted to start my business in secret. I wish that nobody could see it until I was Oprah. Literally. Those were the thoughts in my mind. Once I am Oprah, then people can know what I'm doing. I was afraid of what my family and friends would think. They would think I've gone insane. They would think that I'm wasting my life away, that I could be much more successful in corporate. But I couldn't just put a hold on my life because they wouldn't approve. I had to take the leap. And I wanted to tell you about someone who looked fear straight in the eye and went for it anyway. Her name is Erin Dickson, and she owns GravityLifeCoaching.com. She stared at fear right in the face, and she went for her dreams anyway. She started out like anybody. She studied psychology. She was a guidance counselor. She really wanted more for her life, though. So she started to think about how she could make that happen. She was faced with getting a master's program in psychology so she could work with children, and they had a 600-hour unpaid internship. Now, talk about putting work into something and not getting a payday. That was on her way to her dreams. Then she was in a really bad marriage, and she felt like she had to leave when she had 2 kids under 3 years old. She had to leave the marriage. Now, I really hope that a lot of you are not in a position where you're in such a bad situation that you need to escape. So I want you to remember there are a lot of people out there who had it a lot worse than you, and they were able to really focus and get over their fears for something better. And that's what Erin teaches in her courses now. She teaches people how to get over their fear and to find power in having a choice over your life. So what are some things that you can do right now? The first thing you're going to do is to tackle these excuses head on. Time and money. I want you to start saving. I want you to set aside 10% of your salary, starting with this paycheck right now, and that is going to be your business slush fund. You don't touch it, you pretend it's not there, and that is going to be your little nest egg so that when you're ready to start, you have already saved money. So get rid of that excuse right now. You can't spend what you're not aware of, so make sure it's just out of sight, out of mind. Second one, address the problem of not having time. The beautiful thing about time is that it shows up when you most need it. So the next thing you need to do is sit down and write down the next steps to start your business. That's all you have to do. Once you have your next steps, you will figure out how to put the time into each one of those things. Right now, it seems very fuzzy, like you don't really know where the time would go. This is what's going to help you determine how much time you're going to need for each task. That's all you need to do. And once you get the ball rolling, you'll realize that time and money were not really that big of factors, but your fears really are real. So it's time to buckle down and get over them. So the first thing I want you to do is to write down a list of your fears. Because if we don't know what they are, we're not going to be able to battle them together. So just like for me, it was not knowing what people were going to think if I started something, I want you to be very honest with yourself and ask yourself, what am I so afraid of? What happens if it fails? What happens? What would my family say? What would I do about my full-time job? I want you to write all of those things down and make the decision that you are going to take these steps for the betterment of your life and of your families. And to help you with all of this, I have a gift for you. I want you to go to inacoveney.com/1. What you're going to get is the list of 6 ways to make time for what you really love. You're not going to want to miss it. It's completely free. Go get it. I hope you found this helpful. There was a little bit of tough love for you, but you can take it. Goodbye, world. I'll see you next time. Did you know this show comes out every weekday? Check out some more episodes and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss another one on your commute.